Okay, folks. And for those of you who have a PC that probably won't get the TPM 2.0 requirement, which this one, of course, that I'm recording on does, you know, can't play the bestest games, but we can upgrade to Windows 11. Woo! So you're going to have to go into your registry, you know, the sounds of it, which doesn't sound like it's very fucking bloody secure to begin with, this Microsoft DRM, because if you wanted to hack past the DRM, you could just go in and do registry shit, and yeah. Anyway, device encryption. So this is Microsoft telling them this because they don't want to lose all you people for whatever. Why not just? Oh God, why? Like this laptop's only 2 years old. That's why I can do it. And I had it turned on when I did the test because whatever. And I turned it off and then it failed. So that's that's what it is. Yeah. And I still got to order the hardware, the RAM for this thing, and then I'm gonna next month order an SSD. So that should speed up a lot of things for stuff because this is just I'm pulling my hair out trying to do Unreal Engine stuff, and I think I'm just gonna stop doing it for the next little while until I get the RAM because while I got really cool ideas, I like to go with it and get stuff going. I just uh, keep running into memory issues, or it'll be the disk speed, right? And because, of course, you got slower memory and not enough memory, then it's trying to, whatever. So. So they're going to give you um, what's called a lab config registry key that allows you to configure. See, they want you to use their tools so that they can keep track of who's doing what in their registry. Now, that's a little clever, but anyway. So now you're going to have PCs out there that don't have your DRM version 2.0 or whatever the shit this is. I'm going to be going into the BIOS and see if I can turn this shit off for now anyway, just to make sure that they don't pull the whatever. See, and this machine reserves 2 GB of RAM in non-game environments, let's say. So I had to also, because technically Unreal Engine isn't a game, right? I had to go and put that in there, and I'm going to have to go and tweak with that some more once I get this going. Like this launcher that the Unreal Engine people have. Oh my bloody God! I don't understand. And this is sort of where the conspiracy theories start flying stupid a bit, because a lot of guys say, "Oh, it's a backdoor or some other crap." Well, it's not so much it's a backdoor as it's trying to always be on whenever you use the Unreal Engine. Now, I'm going to have to really research this so I do it right, so I can run the Unreal Engine without having the bloody launcher. The reason why you want the launcher is so you can add pieces to your thing, etc. And I don't like the way Unreal does it when if I add pieces into a project, how it discovers them and doesn't put them together right and doesn't put the textures on them and all this other stupid shit that this you would think it would be able to figure out. I don't know that it does, when you add a project, okay? Like I tried to import some data stuff, and it shows up, the image for it shows up that it's textured, and when I drop it into the project, suddenly all the textures go off that image and the thing. I don't understand why it does that. But anyway, I'll figure that out. This is how you do this. You just run their little tool. So all the 70% of you that bought $5,000 PCs with the top end graphics hardware, you're saved. You can keep giving the Pentagon your data. It's okay. Pat you on the head, because I'm not upgrading to Windows 11. I'm going to go 5 years on this PC with 10. The only reason I would upgrade to 11 is with the TPM 2.0 is once I get a 1 terabyte SSD in here, or maybe a 2, right, to get access to the Xbox Series X APIs for better graphics. And that's it. Then I'd be playing better. The games I do play at lesser settings would look better. That's all. So whoop-de-doo. It's like they reached that point in it's like building a house, right? There's only so many ways you can improve building a house. You get to the point where you've got the best insulations, you got the best da 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 da. Everything else just is, it's just making it look better, right? Like, I don't know about you, I'm still laughing my freaking head off that a major corporation made such a shitty looking operating system. Windows 7 looked nice, okay? Everything looks, and I noticed this in all across the board. Everything looks flat, okay? There's no bumps to anything. There's no whatever. They're starting to do that now more in Windows 10. I noticed this, but it's a joke. It's a bloody joke. And if you look at this little, all this stuff that they're doing, that's all they're doing. It's cosmetic. I mean, why are we bothering? Wait, what? This is supposed to be the last version of Windows. Why do this? The only reason to do this is to force all of you. See, they wanted to see if they could get away with this. Okay, if it wasn't for the leak, nobody would have known anything, right? And it wouldn't have got enough people paying attention. And oh well, you need to upgrade your hardware. But it's when the big boys who spend the $5,000-6,000 on all the newest hardware for graphics cards and CPUs with 50 billion cores, and they're going, well, I can't upgrade to Windows 11. Ah. Yeah. Yeah, and I finally deleted my Facebook account. They I don't know whether it was shadow banned or they banned 8 posts. Now, here's the kicker on this. In Ontario, Canada, everything I do is subjected to Ontario Canadian law on the internet. Okay? So when Global News uses a comment section from a foreign company, doesn't matter where, the laws of my land apply when I'm doing things. And I broke no laws and no rules. Okay? And it was about a discussion about what would be said, Irish slavery. Okay? The phrase was shot back at me. Oh, they were indentured servants. Well, okay, I'll posit this to you people. Okay? Let's take you from whatever you're doing. We're going to put you into a prison that you're taken out every day and forced to work, not paid, and you're given shitty food for anywhere from 5 to 10 years. Let's see if you don't think that's slavery. Okay? Because in my definitions, that's what it is. All right? On top of that, the numbers that they did kill over there are subjective. Okay? I mean, it had lots of war and fighting going on, okay? The whole point wasn't about specific wording like these people like to do. The whole point is that bad shit happened to everybody at times in the past, everywhere. We don't sit here and we don't dwell on it. We don't go burning churches. We don't go burning totem poles. We don't go running around like stupid idiots. This is why the old school mafia existed so long without anybody even knowing what the fuck it was about, because it kept low key, like it's doing now. That's why you don't hear much about it. Woo. When you go all fucking stupid and run around like assholes, you get news coverage. And then people start going, what can we do to stop this? Blah, blah, blah. You get discussion. Da, 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 da. And this is the whole point. And I'm in a unique position, even though I'm Irish, because my father adopted me. And my father was adopted by an Irish lady, and he was a Mohawk. He didn't look like one. That's all I gotta say. He never looked. Of course, if you don't dress like an Indian or a native, you might pass away as a whitey or whatever you want to call it. Okay? And the point is, him also being a Hell's Angel, didn't know most about that most of my life. Never seen a Harley drive up in the fucking in the laneway at the farm or anything. Never seen this shit. Okay? But you'd see how people fucking reacted though. Anyway, they suddenly be more guarded in their words. And of course, you see this picture in the pool room, right? As in the table pool, right? Of him in front of 400 Harleys, okay, in California, doing a toy run, okay. It's like, and here's a guy, you take me in and meet these chiefs and shit. None of, and everybody acts like these natives are so hard done by. They get a lot of freaking money from the government. They got to keep that train going because it's a good goal. I see these guys living like kings over there, okay, which is fine. I mean, hey, take whatever. I have less of a dim view on that because hey, somebody's giving you some money. Take what you can get, because the way the world's going, there was some news that come out about the United States now hired 300 or 400 more people to be in their cyber force. And then you read the story, and who they're hiring isn't based on skill, it's based on race and gender. Oh my. They're doing this in your military. My God, if you guys have to fight a war in about 30 years, you're going to be, it's going to be fucking disgusting. The Russians and Chinese, they want people who can do, not for who they are. Okay? Oh. Yep. 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 And as for hackers and stuff, any real skilled hackers got to be laughing his fucking head off right now. It's just anyway. So then they go through here, and I'll put a link to this story in here so everybody can know. So then they talk about an ISO for Windows 11 Insider program. Your computer does not need the hardware. You'll still see a message this can't run. When you see the message above, you press Shift F10 on your keyboard at the same time to launch a command prompt. At this command prompt, type regedit and enter to launch the Windows registry editor. Okay. When the registry editor opens, navigate to this certain key and click on the setup key and select new. Like, how many millions of people are going to have to fucking do this, Microsoft? Why don't you assholes make a batch script that does this shit? Freaking retards. Oh, but that's hate speech. Can't say that. or that's moronic. Can't say that. Can't call someone stupid for doing something stupid anymore because that's hate speech. That's like, I don't hate you. I just think you're stupid. Like, whoa. Fucking truth fucking hurts, doesn't it, eh? That's the problem here with this whole society, is that the truth hurts. Oh, I mean, I feel so sorry for most of the comics guys and some writers that do critical critiquing of stories and movies and TV, because they gotta watch that junk. And I think after a few years of watching it, it fucks your brains up. No, really. I think you got to take like a week off and just go watch 80s and 90s TV for fucking like a week. And just go get your brain back in order. Bring a girlfriend and get laid. That helps. Or a wife. Bring a girlfriend and a wife. That could be. Oh no, don't do that. Anyway. Oh boy. So then it goes through and tells you how to do all this stuff. I was going to sign up for the Insider program, but then I thought, why would I want to be inside Microsoft? If anything, that sounds wrong. Finally, running Windows 11 on anything less than 4 gigabyte will not be an optional experience and is not recommended. So, nothing like making those RAM chips that are part of the CPU and graphic chip issues make it even worse. Hey, assholes. Like, what do you... All this to run all their spyware. Oh. Oh. So then this guy here is saying that it kind of doesn't work. So now there's a CPU check. Oh boy! So this is the one. So this bypasses the firmware or software side of things that does the TPM, not the CPU version. Microsoft again. Oh, I gotta post this. This is good. This is good. Okay, guys. And out of here. There we go.